Mr. Hicks?
Okay, guys, I'm back and I want to talk about a couple things. First thing is the still open switch of where's my hearing on the Clermont County Republican Party. And I want to point out from some of the emails that I believe this board is involved in pretty much abject corruption over that issue. So on page 1 in the handout I gave you, it shows a February 26th letter. Remember, this is the same day I got a thing saying I had to file a report as Clermont County Republican Party. The same day. Same date and the same day. I didn't get it. But this says, my thing is denied. But shockingly, if you flip forward on pages 2 and 3, on March 8th, Rick Grant have we heard anything about Hicks relating to the Clermont County Republican Party? And Mr. Dennison replies on March 8th, 2 weeks after the letter was sent out, we haven't heard anything. So the letter's a lie. The letter is a lie, Chris. A letter was sent on February 26th that said that contact the Ohio Secretary of State, but on March 8th, you sent a note saying that you hadn't heard anything from the Secretary of State about the very issue the letter's about. That's a fraud, that's a lie, that's a denial of my due process rights, and I'm still waiting, Mr. Lemke. You asked me in a meeting to cite what statute, you asked me for legal advice to cite what statute I would rely on that you can't deny. I cited the statute that only the Secretary of State can deny, and even that would not appear to apply in this situation. But you, on the other hand, can't produce anything, and you got multiple lawyers sitting here. And you just look down at your paper. So if you go through this, it seems also that you guys have a special consultation that takes place with people that are not members of the Board of Elections when Chris Hicks' name is involved, and Mr. Grant seems to be part of that. I'm going to keep pursuing, Mr. Schreiber, why things are blacked out in records requests when there's people on the copy streams that are not members of the Board of Elections and have no attorney-client privilege here. What are you hiding? We know you're hiding something because you lied about this letter. Here, separately, I noticed in one of them that Rick Grant has 2 different emails, private emails, and he has a government email. rgrant@vote.clermontcountyohio.gov. Why are members of this board using personal email instead of using government-provided emails if they've been provided with government-provided emails? Is that a way to keep from having proper records retention? There's lots of issues here. I'm going to pound on every single one of them because I combed, thanks to Mr. Schreiber, I combed yesterday and found by looking at these emails that this letter sent to me was an abject lie. An abject lie. Because 2 weeks later, you said you had not heard anything back. Now, I want to bring up one last thing. Mr. Grant, you know about this. Mr. Combs, you know about this.
No campaigning in the neutral zone.
Okay, I'm not campaigning, Chris. I'm doing public participation. You're taking my time. Okay? So, these signs, I love these signs because we stand for free speech, not when it involves Chris Hicks, though, and we stand for law and order. But if people lie to the sheriff's office, like Greg Simpson did, nothing happens to them. Okay? But the disclaimer on these, and you know this, is incorrect. I pointed it out before these were ever distributed. I pointed it out to the board, to Stephanie. What are you doing about it? I got told it's my problem. You know what? I get tired of driving back and forth to Columbus, and I prefer to focus on bigger things, like Alan Freeman's $280,000 of unreported campaign spending. Here's the thing, Mr. Grant. You prided yourself in an email that you were hoping to make me not be 7-0 before the Elections Commission. Do you apply the same thing to yourself? Or are you crooked and corrupt like these emails seem to show? This should be reported. It should be acted on. It is embarrassing that there are 2 members of the actual correct organization, the Clermont County Republican Central and Executive Committee, that are on the Board of Elections and looking the other way at the party itself, continually using wrong disclaimers. In the packet I sent you, or handed you, the very last page is a Republican slate card. Any of you care to read that? It's the proper disclaimer. We're not confused. This is Jeff Corcoran, who is a pig, basically thumbing and saying, F you, I am above the law. And Rick Grant, you're part of that. It's got to stop. The letter's a lie, and the sign needs to be addressed by this questions.
question.
Mr. Hicks, you used your 5 minutes. Thank you very much. Who'd like to go next?